Hi guys. So it's 10 in the morning at beautiful Century City in Los Angeles, and we're gonna finish it. I feel a little bit like I'm gonna go see a porno in Times Square. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it. All right. We just walked out of the movie theater. We just saw it, Breaking Dawn Part 2. And you know what, man? I can't say that I would recommend it to my friends or my snobby movie friends, but if you want to have a fun movie experience, it's kind of dumb fun. It's a really high quality bag of Cheetos. It's great. It's the best movie of them all. Here's a flaw in the movie. Everything is still. All the movies do this, and this one does it the least, but it still is a problem where these really serious stakes that involve life and death, becoming a vampire and the new powers, and you know that she's a little dangerous, it still is reduced to being high school. Like all the vampires in that house, they still look like they're just living in a dorm. And they're just, they're college kids going, hey, it's fun to be a vampire, and yes, it is. And there's these vampires from the Vatican are coming to kill them, and there's this unprecedented phenomenon of a human hybrid vampire child, and the stakes still don't quite seem to be as important as I think they are. Like I said, there is a flaw in the series overall that this movie doesn't correct. It shows it, because one of the reasons this movie is so endearing and exciting is because it has the least amount of Bella, Jacob, and Edward on screen together, pouting and moping and being emo about things. Now they're all on the same team, and now it's three characters that you've liked and suffered through. I had to suffer through for 4 movies. Now they've resolved that boring crap, and now we're on to more important issues, not the love of these three. Who cares? They're vacuous, they're boring, they're uninteresting. The 100-year-old character is interested in 17-year-old thing. So it just felt, it's not as interesting as this gigantic, oh my god, the Vatican is run by vampires? That makes sense. Let's tell that story. So here's some really good things. While it's a little hard to follow in the middle second act, because things start to speed up, and if you read the book, it's probably easier to follow. For us, I was a step behind. Once the thing starts getting going, it's a terrific action movie. It's really well paced. The amazing sequence at the end, the finale, is really amazing. It's got a little bit of a gimmick that is, it totally works. I'm a man, and Maya will attest. I applauded in the audience at the end of the action sequence. There's a moment where the action sequence turns. If you've seen the movie or you're gonna see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. There's a moment when the action scene at the end turns. It's badass. Another thing that's very impressive, I've been very critical of the lead 3 actors. Robert Pattinson is really solid in this movie. Kristen Stewart, it's still, whatever. And the werewolf too, Abs McGillicuddy, whatever his name is. But man, the ensemble is terrific. Lee Pace, I wish the movie was longer. I wish there were things in this movie that I would have liked to have spent more time with. The magic powers of the vampires, they should have had all that stuff in the first movie. Lee Pace is terrific. Liz Reeser has always been terrific in these movies. Facinelli's always been really great in these movies. Michael Sheen. It's too small of a part for an Oscar nomination, but my God, he's got some great, great moments. This is the fun of being a vampire, something that's been around for 1,000 years. You really get the vibe that this guy hooked into that. The ensemble is great. The ensemble is great. Yes, they've got the Irish and the Russian vampires and these sort of stereotypes that come in, but they got really solid actors. You almost wish that they had resolved everything by the end of the first movie, and the next 4 movies had been this major, West Side Story-like saga about alternative history and who runs society, and that would have been fun for, I'm a boy though, so. There is a suggestion at the end of the movie that Jacob and Renesmee are going to, in fact, so that's a little, now I'm back to going, oh, now I understand why it's a little, it is a little weird. And the last bad thing, CGI baby. CGI baby. I recoiled in fear. When I see a little baby that's CGI, that freaks me out. And the CGI baby thing is, and it's even the little toddler, they have CGI face replacement for the toddler, and it's, I recoiled in the name of God and was like, it's just terrifying. It looks a little weird. It's still a little flat, the edges aren't there. It needed a proper score. Pop songs just are one emotional quality, and it compresses the emotional value of what you're seeing. So it's, and you know, pop songs, modern pop songs, especially in the soundtrack, are not terribly expressive. So it really is, it's a constant distraction. Some really beautiful things start to happen, and the pop songs pop in. And the strength of the movie indicates the weakness of the series, according to me, but as a standalone movie, I still gotta say, you're gonna have a really good time. But Bill Condon, who came on for the Breaking Dawn movies, he did Gods and Monsters. I just did a little research for this one. I gotta say, this last part is terrific. It's got some of the same problems. If you don't like these movies, you're not gonna be won over, but you're gonna have a good time. So if you know a girl, or you know, whatever, a guy who likes these movies, and you're dating that person, and you're a guy, and you don't like these kinds of movies, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna roll your eyes, you're gonna laugh, because there's a lot of dumb stuff, but dude, it's pretty good, I gotta say. Objectively speaking, I have to give credit where credit's due. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. An action movie. It's a good action movie. All right, that's it.
I wanna fly.